there's one thing above all else that if you can do this is going to have a massive impact on your ability to grow your business. One thing. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Business Success by Design podcast, where you'll learn everything you need to know about building a thriving business. This isn't theory. It's hardcore strategies and tactics designed to help you win. Join us as top business coaches, marketers, and business insiders pull back the curtain on what really works in building the business you want and what's just complete BS. You'll get the inside track on how to connect with your audience, build long-term relationships, and be seen as the go-to guy or gal indoor space, all while driving insane profits for you and your business. And now, sit back and listen to rockstar host James Lawson, he's the one with a funny accent, and Angela Inzerillo as they go deep, cut through the crap, and get to the core of making your business work for you.
Hey guys, it's James Lawson here from Business Success by Design. Welcome to episode number 7. And in this week's talk, I'm going to talk a little bit about, clarity, right? Clarity, James? Really? Yeah. Guess what? One of the big things that we find, right, is that the reason that you guys, and I say you guys, but small businesses in particular, have a really tough time in terms of growth and performance and all these things really comes down to a lack of clarity on what it is that you're trying to build, right? What are you trying to build? Where are you trying to go, right? What are you trying to build it for? And this is like one of the foundational or cornerstones of a foundation of any successful business. Now, does this mean that you've got to have 100% clarity on everything? No, it doesn't. But if you think about, where you're trying to drive your business, and this was really something that we struggled with early on in our business, where we really weren't clear what we were trying to build, right? Or why we were trying to build it. And it took a lot of kind of soul searching, and we actually went away for like 2 weeks vacation at a time we were up to our neck in debt. We were really struggling in the business, and we decided, you know what, let's get away, right? Let's just bugger off someplace. We'll go to an island, which we did. We took a 2-week kind of working vacation, and we started to get a really better sense of what it was we really wanted from our life. Now, some people will see, the place you want to start is with what they call your spiritual vision, right? That's the impact that you guys want to create in the world. Then we get into kind of your life vision, right? This is the extraordinary life that's actually going to fuel the process. I actually tend to work from the life vision first, but you do what you feel is comfortable for you. So for us, getting really clear on what it was we wanted from our life and getting that level of detail. And honestly, here's what it came down to. And if you've ever been on one of our webinars, right, or you've come to one of our workshops, you'll know that for Angela and I, our big vision is build a business that you can operate from anywhere in the world. That's it. Like, that was really it. And the reason that became important to us was our longer term goal was to go live someplace else, maybe in Italy or Greece, or move to Portugal, or certainly moving away from the United States mainland to an island or to the Mediterranean. So for us, that became the goal, right? That's where we want to retire or semi-retire. So building a business that we could operate from there became really, really important. Now, here's the thing. Once you start to spend more time on the clarity, on the goal, the long-term vision for your life, that's going to help you make all the decisions that you need to make in terms of your business, right? So the thing to understand in all this, guys, is that clarity just isn't some kind of woo-woo concept, right? It is actually a tool, right? Clarity, how can I put this? Clarity really informs your conscious and your unconscious mind, right? So what it does is it enrolls the natural goal achieving capacity of the brain, right? The real question that you have to answer is, how do you create more clarity when you're lacking it? If indeed you are, right? Now this might sound pretty easy, but right, but it takes work, right? It takes really work. So let's start here. The way that you get more clarity is by establishing what you're actually clear on, right? What are you clear on right now? And, we've got a funny way of thinking that unless we somehow have some sort of omnipotent or omnipotent, all-knowing level of clarity, then we're not clear on anything, which is just absolute nonsense, right? It's almost like in the last episode I was talking about indecision, right? We feel that unless we have all the answers, we can't make a decision, which is in fact the completely wrong thing to be thinking about, right? Making a decision based on a small amount at least keeps moving you forward. Clarity, same thing. You don't have to have this 100% crystal clear vision, right, of where you're going to go. And I can tell you, how many times I've actually coached someone live at an event who says, yeah, James, like, I've got no idea, only to then cast an incredible vision once I ask them, well, what clarity do you have? Right? So you've all got some level of clarity, whether you understand it or not, right? You actually have it. So the truth is this, right? That you can have some idea around what the next level of, say, your business or your vision for your life looks like, right? You've got some idea around that. Maybe you're clear that you want to create, let's call it $1 million business, or you want to go there and do some kind of large live event, right? You're clear that you want to have, I don't know, an extraordinary team, right? Or to be a digital nomad, which is like kind of what I am, right? That's what we want. Let's get all the business online in a way that we can manage it from anywhere, right? So we're going to start there. That's it. You've got something to work with. All right. Clarity is a lot like fog, right? I think this is a great analogy. If you drive in fog, right, you can see further ahead by thinking your way through it, right? You drive 10 feet forward, then you can see 10 feet further. Then you drive 10 feet more and you can see 10 feet further. Clarity works the same way. And it works that way in your life and in your business, right? It's really weird, but this is how it works. So, when I first started out, I didn't really have a clear vision of what we were trying to do, as I said. All I knew was that I wanted to build a business that in some way was helping other people. That was it. That's kind of where we started. Then eventually I got a little bit more clarity that really what I wanted to do was to create a coaching and a training company, right? That was it. But what I also knew, and this is kind of where it starts to get a bit weird, right? I knew what I didn't want. So yeah, I wanted to build a coaching and training company, but I also knew that I didn't want to build a big organization, right? I wanted to have something where Angela and I were the people who were dealing one-on-one with their clients, right? So unlike under most coaching and training companies where they'll bring in other people and those people will do the delivery, I want to do the delivery for me, right? I want to be the person doing that. So I knew what I didn't want, and that helped me understand a little bit more about what I did want. So here's what you're going to find, that every step that you're going to take, right, in your journey as an entrepreneur is going to give you a little bit more clarity, right? And as you take more action, new pieces of your vision are actually going to come into focus. So instead of hypnotizing yourself into thinking, I don't know, I don't have any clarity, do this. Just take a few moments, right? Take a few moments after listening to this podcast and start to write down what you are clear on in your business or in your life. It doesn't have to be everything, right? It doesn't have to be everything. It's just enough to take you that extra 10 feet forward, right? And if you trust the process, here's what's going to happen. You're going to start to get some more insight, some more thoughts, some more ideas. And before you know it, the how will start to come into focus. Because this is the other thing. Sometimes we have a piece of clarity around something, but we keep it in our subconscious because whilst we're clear on where we're trying to go to an extent, because we don't know how to do it, we tuck it away, right? We go and tuck it away. But the more you think about it, the more you just move yourself 10 feet forward, the more this how is actually going to start to come into focus. So my advice right now, guys, is the more you can get clarity on where you're trying to go in your business, where you're trying to go in your life, the more you will be able to make decisions and take action, and the faster you will start to move towards your ultimate goal. Whatever that ultimate goal is for you. As I said, for Angela and I, it's living somewhere maybe in the Mediterranean, maybe in Portugal, Greece is on the agenda, Italy's on the agenda. But we don't know exactly where. We have no idea which of these places we're going to end up in. But that's okay. That is okay. By knowing that we're going to be someplace else, we know that we're building a business that we can run from anywhere in the world. God, I mean, think about it, right? 2 years ago, we took a cruise on a Viking cruise in the Mediterranean. And I was running group coaching calls from the observation deck of the ship. 90 minutes, done. Group coaching call, 37 people on the call. And it was a blast, right? Because everyone was off the ship. So I had the whole observation deck to myself. So that was like the coolest thing ever. But that, because we built the business that way, we were able to do that. It's why we call, our whole kind of platform is Business Success by Design. Design your business the way you want your business to run as it relates to the life that you want to have. Right? So that's the action, guys. Get more clarity, things will become a lot easier in terms of your decision making. All right, listen, this has been a blast. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will be back next week, same place, same time. Hope you can join me. And if you have any comments or questions, stick them in the section and we'll get you answers back. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day. Bye.